overall thoughts on this match and pulling out a point on the road?
Yeah, I think if we were on the table in a better spot, then you feel like this point is really good, and you feel that our performance, especially the first half was very good. We just unfortunately missed like the little things on the final end of their goal. But overall, I think a good performance. The thing was what I said before is a point, and as good as it is, especially playing here in a difficult place against Seattle, we need points.
Yeah.
So if we play like today, if we get 3 points at home and go out there and get points away, then I'm okay. But at this particular moment, this point feels like great improvement, could move forward, but it's still not satisfying in the sense that we need more points. So we have to continue to work. So we have to continue to make sure that we understand what we did in the first half and try to continue to push that forward. And if we can stay more steady with that, we're going to do very well.
What did you make of the defensive effort? It seemed like that was real strong.
Very good, very strong, because even at time they had to manage things in a difficult way, because our two defensive mid in some moments had to go press higher. So the spacing behind was big, and Lodero kept on looking for that space. But we always had one player stepping to make sure that we can manage that situation, and they did it very, very well. I think in the first half, I don't remember one moment of a dangerous, situation that they presented to us. I think we managed everything really well. Second half, there were little things that that needed to be better. Maybe a little bit. Some guys started to get a little tired. We had to make those changes, and it felt like the game also opened a little bit more. So we couldn't close some of the spaces, but it's still with that we defended very, very well. I don't remember any situation that we didn't have a player there to solve a shot or a cross or a header. So overall, very proud of the performance. And now we can continue to build from here. But the important thing is that we continue to build, that we don't go backwards. That's the thing that has to be important.
And with the ball, what do you think could have improved maybe to get yourself a goal or two to pull that out?
I actually think that the first half was excellent. It was excellent. Excellent the way we moved the ball to the final third. And I think we did create some moments in the final third. I remember the one with Esprilla. I remember not too many, but 2 or 3. I think we were aggressive with shots, maybe not so much with crosses, in order to get more players a little bit more into the box. But I think what was missing today was a little bit the final product, because everything around the team, especially in the first half, in the way we possessed the ball, in the way we moved around, the way we found the right spaces, I thought was very good. And then the second half, as I said again, we lost a lot of balls. It became more vertical, more open down, and it became a little more difficult.
And there was a moment at the end of the match, a disagreement between Frank Boley and Nathan Fogash that you're able to point to what happened in that situation. Great situation, because two people that really care went at each other for a moment in a situation when the ball was coming in. They just confronted themselves, and this is what we need sometimes. This is what it means that players care. It means that they're willing to talk and get and have everybody accountable. And sometimes, as long as those things they don't relate to the future, that it stays in the moment here, I think they're really positive. And if there's no learning in that, also it becomes difficult. But I do think that at a particular time, for me, it was a moment of we want to win, and this could have been a moment for us to be able to take advantage of.
Going back to the defense, you opted to start Eric Miller, who played a really strong game. You guys get the clean sheet, especially coming off that conceding 4 goals last week. Just wondering what some of the reasons for how this one went compared to last week.
Yeah, I mean, Mosquera has been one of our best players for sure from the beginning of the season, and I felt that today, for the type of game that we were going to play, I felt that Eric had
the tools in order to manage some of the things that we wanted to manage in the way we wanted to play today. And I thought he did a very good job. That doesn't mean that Mosquera might not start the next game, because as I said before, he's been one of our better players. He has so many good attributes, especially going forward. I think now we have to make sure that everybody understands that we need everyone on the field, and sometimes we have to make some changes, like we did today.
And then it looked like Santi might have picked up a little bit of a knock. Just wondering if you have an update on that.
Yeah, I think a moment for me was a foul. For me, it was a yellow card. It didn't happen, and then he got his ankle hurting again, and he had to come out. He's so determined that even with the pain, he was trying to create things and look for the ball and move. Which is great, from a player, because nothing's going to stop him. But it got to a point in which we needed to make, the substitution to make sure that we take care of him. That way, we have many more matches to play, so it's important that he now does rehab. And Loria, I thought that came out into the game well. Maybe sometimes came back a little bit too deep, but I thought, he managed things in a very good way as well.
Gio, you still have yet to lose a regular season game at Lumen Field against the Sounders. How much does it feel to just continue to be able to put in good performances against rivals and kind of, these big games, kind of your team showing up for the big games?
We know that this is a rivalry. And one thing that we do all the time is to make sure that the players understand, how much it means to the fans, to us, and all the time we explain to our players that history has nothing to do. So what you just said right now about the past, that's the past, and we have to come every single game and perform and put a good fight. And I thought we did today. Unfortunately, we didn't get the 3 points, which is always what we needed. But the fact that we came here, got a point, and kept a little bit of the record is a good thing. But next time that we come back, which is in this season, because we have that schedule again, we have to put another big performance.
We'll take questions online.
Rocky, go ahead.
Hi, Gio. Congratulations on the point and the being undefeated versus the Sounders since 2017. I got a few questions for you. Obviously, the first one is how do you take this momentum and carry it to a game versus Dallas at home?
Yeah, thank you first of all for your kind words, and we have to make sure that we stay steady, that we plan game by game, and we stay disciplined in that plan. When we stay disciplined in the plan, we achieve things, and we saw it today. Unfortunately, it wasn't exactly the end product in regards to getting 3 points and finding some more chances, but the performance was very good. I thought we were the better team today, we just have to make sure that we continue to work, and the guys that didn't play today, they need to be ready to be able to step on the field the next game and perform, and give us what we need and continue to progress. And I do think that the guys are putting the heart into it, and now we just need to make sure that we stay steady and consistent. That is the most important thing right now.
That's brilliant, Gio. And then Eric Miller has been a strong supporter of the LGBTQ community and just a great person in general. He's committed to helping us right here in the Timbers Army warehouse to continue painting this TIFO we need for Dallas. Is there any way we could get a little bit of your help tomorrow for helping us paint TIFO?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always willing to do anything that has to do with helping, and especially our Timbers Army. So we'll talk after and understand exactly what time and what you guys are doing. But the reality is always ready to be able to contribute and be part of it. So let me know after the press conference exactly what is being done.
Awesome, thanks, you. Appreciate it. And the last question is you've really had Marvin Loria as a Swiss Army knife. It seems since even the Western Conference Championship final. How can you really, talk about Marvin Loria's importance on the line with so many injuries?
I think the two that started today, Asprilla and Santi, they play an important role in the game. It could have been Loria. Loria's played many matches with the first team since he's been here. He's been a constant contributor. I think right now he's finding back again his confidence that I think is very important, and the more confident he gets, the more he can compete. And today he did a lot of very good things, other things that we can improve, mostly tactically, but with the ball he's one of the most talented players that definitely we have.
Gracias, Gio. Felicidades, and see you Saturday.
Gracias.
We'll wrap it there. Thank you, everyone.